Hey kiddos, time for the daily bread. That famine is still going on. Let's hear today's tract. Daily tract 859, Genesis chapter 47, verse 13 through 16. For in the whole world there was a lack of bread, and a famine had oppressed the land, most of all Egypt and Canaan, from which he had gathered together all the money for the grain that they bought, and he took it in the treasury of the king. And when the buyers had run out of money, all Egypt came to Joseph, saying, "Give us bread. Why should we die in your sight, lacking money?" And he responded to them, "Bring me your cattle, and I will give you food to you in exchange for them, if you do not have money." Kids, so we hear today that the whole world is in this famine. And in the Bible, when it says the whole world, it's the whole world. It's not, just this local area, or it's not just in this, central area here between Egypt and Canaan. It's everywhere. And so all around the world, people will be struggling through this. And here we have in Egypt a place where they're not struggling. They have a resource that most of the world does not. And so Egypt will be getting very rich off of this, right? Because Joseph is essentially in charge of all this, right? And he is collecting all this money. And when people run out of money, he's basically saying, okay, what else can you give me? Okay, animals. I'll take your animals. And it's interesting. Egyptian history there's a lot that goes on with it, and some of it's questionable, some of it's unknown. It's interesting to look back, and some people think that Joseph was Imhotep, who was a great priest, a great architect. But in order to build things like the pyramids in Egypt and things like that, you have to have a lot of money, right? You have to have a lot of resources, people, and this famine is obviously making Egypt very rich, making the Pharaoh very rich, so that if he wanted to, he could use those resources and build things like the pyramids. It's just very fascinating to think about this. It's true history. So when you think about that, and all the great Egyptian engineering and architect achievements way back in that time frame, it's pretty amazing to think about. God bless. I love you.